Let me start today's video with a quote of Rumi, and that says, "The art of knowing is knowing what to ignore." Not everything in life requires our attention. We need to understand this. The true knowledge and wisdom of a person is understood by the way he chooses his battles. So it's not necessary that we go on responding or reacting to everything that we encounter during the day or in our lifetime. There are certain things which we need to ignore. So, how do we know what to ignore and how to ignore things in life is the question. So in today's video, let's just explore that and try and understand what is important in life and how better we can make ourselves by ignoring things that are not important for us, thereby giving the peace of mind to ourselves. Hi, I'm Vaishnavi and my channel is Homemaking Motivation, and apart from showing you guys how to keep the house clean and organized, I also talk a lot about the mental health aspect. And if you're new to this channel and you like such kind of contents, then please do consider to subscribe to my channel. And if you're already a part of this beautiful community, then please welcome back. So let us start today's video. As we all know, there are mainly two types of criticisms. The first one being the constructive criticisms, and then we also have the baseless criticisms. So it is up to us how we can choose what is required in our life. And it's very easy to understand a constructive criticism because that involves the good intention of a person, which we can immediately gauge. Of course, yes, the energy of the person hits us first before their words. So we can understand what the person really means for us, whether the person is intending some good wishes for us, or is just trying to just baselessly bring us down. So this is something that we need to rely on our common sense and of course our gut feeling. So when there is a constructive criticism, all I need to do is reflect back on myself, understand what the person is telling. And once I have the self-reflection and I sit down and analyze the words of the person who is there to give me some constructive criticism, I need to understand that yes, there might be some scope of improvement in me. And that is when I actually bring everything into practice in terms of rectifying my action, my behavior, or for that matter, my words. So of course, yes, constructive criticism is very essential in life, and as I said, it's just a matter of common sense and the way people approach us or the way people talk to us, we can immediately understand if it is a constructive criticism or not. On the other hand, a baseless criticism is something, when people do not really care about your well-being, but at the same time they are like they want to just constantly bring you down by anything, by talking harshly, by being rude to you. Basically, they want to destroy your self-esteem for that matter. And yes, you will understand if it is a baseless criticism. So it is up to us what we choose. When we choose constructive criticism, for sure we are going to improve in life, we are going to go ahead in life, and yes, of course, we are going to thank such people who bother to give us constructive criticism. But on the other hand, if we are foolish enough to consider baseless criticisms and keep those harsh words and hurtful actions in our mind, and when we allow that to affect us, when we allow their words to actually destroy our self-worth or self-esteem, then of course it is really disastrous. So we need to understand whether it's a baseless criticism or is it a constructive criticism. Based on that, we will have the required knowledge how to ignore and what to ignore. Primarily, what to ignore in this case. So when you understand and when you analyze things, it will become very clear in your mind, like what you should really consider and what you should just ignore. You may appear to be merciless when you ignore such things, but it is good for your well-being. So be careful, be intelligent, and understand what to ignore in life. And another point that will help us to understand what to ignore is the fact that the self-reflection that I was talking about. When you sit and analyze those words, which were meant to be a criticism, a form of criticism, and when you analyze those words and you understand what they mean to you, whether they are constructive or baseless, then you need to make a decision whether this thing serves any purpose, towards my productivity, towards my positive thinking. When the answer is no, you need to mercilessly discard those words from your mind and heart. Absolutely spare nothing when it comes to anything that you're going to keep in your heart or mind. You need to be very shrewd, you need to be very aggressive for that matter. You cannot allow bad words or hurtful words that bring you down to stay in your heart or mind. They cannot stay rent free over there for too long. Be very careful in exercising this particular right of yours, which will ensure the well-being. And that is, yes, you need to just ask yourself whether these words really serve any purpose in my life. Do I really have to think about it? When I know I am not that, then why should I ever think about those hurtful words at all? They were meant to be baseless criticism. I'm going to keep it there and ignore. And that is how you will understand what to ignore in life. This is a universal law. This is a law of attraction. And that is, wherever you put your energy, wherever you invest your energy rather, that particular thing is bound to grow. So it's up to us whether we want to have negative things grow in our life or positive things. So when I say wherever your attention goes, it grows, it means that I need to be very careful and conscious about what I'm feeding in my mind, and that is bound to grow. For example, I bring a plant to my house and I want the plant to grow. I want it to give me flowers and fruits. So what I do is I take full care of the plant. I water it, I give it a safe environment where it is nurtured and it is grown. And yes, of course, I'll reap the benefits. This is all because I invested that kind of time, energy, and of course, that kind of intention towards this plant, and the plant grew. The same thing applies completely in our practical life. Anything for that matter, when we give our attention to that particular thing, it is bound to grow. This is an universal law and you cannot deny it. So if someone tells something to me and I'm foolish enough to just take it in my mind or in my heart, and I start brooding over it and I start thinking, oh, maybe this is true, oh yeah, maybe yeah, whatever they're saying is true, and I go on giving my attention, my energy towards those hurtful words and thinking that yes, that is the truth, it is bound to grow in my mind and it will make me think in that way. So I need to be careful what kind of things are getting energy from me. What are the things in which I am investing my energy, my time, or my efforts for that matter? Because I need to realize that wherever I'm going to invest my energy, it is bound to grow. Now, if I extend my energy, or if I invest my energy in something that is positive, in something that is going to serve purpose towards my productivity, then I'm the wise one. On the other hand, if I go on wasting my energy, not investing, but wasting my energy on thoughts and things that don't serve any purpose to me, but on the contrary, they're bringing me down or they're affecting my self-esteem or self-worth, then it's high time I need to realize that I need to snatch away the energy from it. Yes, this is the vital point that we need to keep in our minds. And that is, the moment I snatch away my energy from a particular thing, it will not exist in my life. So it's my choice. If I want something to stay in my life, I am going to invest energy. And when I become wise and understand that something doesn't require my energy, I should be wise enough to snatch away the energy from it, and yes, it will cease to exist. So we need to remember this simple point, that wherever my energy goes, it grows. The more we understand this particular point, we will understand what to ignore and what should be given priority in our life. It is that simple, and yes, it's again a matter of common sense, nothing else. Now, there can be situations in life where we have shown our wisdom, we have shown our intelligence, and we know what to ignore, and we have ignored it properly. But you know what? Life is not simple. Life is always challenging, and there can be people or situations for that matter which will not spare you, which will not allow you to just, stay stable. They are there to kind of irritate you, trigger you, and try and get the reaction from you. And it is at those moments that we really need to show our intelligence in the most appropriate way, because there can be people who will be so carrying ill intention for you, that they'll constantly try to trigger you, they'll constantly try to bring out that reaction from you, because of course, yes, they get some sadistic pleasure by bringing you down, by saying hurtful words to you. And the worst part is they're waiting for your reaction. They are totally waiting for your reaction, because your reaction alone will boost their ego, and your reaction alone will make them feel better than you. That will make them look better than you. So, you need to be smart, you need to be shrewd enough to understand this mind game, and you need to understand this needs to be ignored no matter how much you are triggered, no matter how much you're provocated. You need to maintain silence both on the physical and the mental level, because please understand, silence is the most strong response that you can give in your life. It is a response. Silence is a response, and it is a very powerful one. Never forget that. You don't have to react to everything. Your attention is not required for every damn thing in life. All right. You don't have to actually wait and give your reaction for everything that is told to you, or that is, any actions that is hurtful doesn't require your attention. Be wise in choosing your battles in life. Not everything requires your attention. Not everything requires your response or reaction. No matter how much you're triggered, no matter how much you're provocated, maintain silence and you will be the winner. Silence is a superpower. Just understand that one thing. No matter how much the other person is trying to get that reaction from you, like, yes, let me trigger this person in a way that this person is bound to react in a very negative way. That is the moment when you need to just pause and ask yourself, does this situation or this particular person really require my response? Forget about reaction. Response. If your heart says no, if your common sense says no, then just ignore, walk away. And that will be your superpower. So understand that silence is a powerful response. Always use it whenever required. If someone gives me something, someone offers me something, and I receive it, only then I consume it. But if someone is trying to give me something and I refuse to receive it, then I'll not be affected. It is that simple on a practical level. So if someone is trying to hurt me, if someone is trying to bring me down, if someone is trying to, show those hurtful actions towards me in terms of, insulting me or using very harsh words, if I receive it, if I allow it to affect me, then I will consume it. But if I say, I refuse to receive it, then just imagine the kind of power that you're going to enjoy. you will not be affected, no matter what that person is trying to, whatever ill intention that person has, trying to put the harsh words on you, trying to hurt you. If you say, I refuse to receive this, just imagine how powerful it will be. So yes, have this knack or have this skill to say, I refuse to receive it. It's as simple as that. Requires a little bit of common sense, that's it. So whenever you face situation, whenever you face people who are trying to bring you down or who do not wish good for you, the only way to ignore them is to tell yourself, and on a mental level, on a spiritual and an energy level, to tell yourself that I refuse to receive whatever this person is trying to bring to me. And on a practical level, on a physical level rather, through your actions, make it clear that you're refusing to receive it. It is as simple as that. The person may try and try and try to provocate you. The person may try to trigger, get the reaction from you. But as long as you stay calm and say, I refuse to receive, it will just go back to that person. It's as simple as that. So it's all about our common sense, it's all about our priority, and it's all about our choice. End of the day, I should exercise my choices, my right to protect my well-being. So when I refuse to receive, that is when I am safeguarding my self-esteem and my self-worth, and this will show my intelligence and wisdom. So always remember, you don't have to react to everything, you don't have to respond to everything. When you know it's not serving any purpose to you, please have the intelligence to say, I refuse to receive, and you will be really happy, you will be really peaceful. The art of ignoring, or the skill of ignoring, is no rocket science. It's just a simple application of our intelligence which thinks about our well-being. So just apply it, apply the intelligence, have the common sense, and you will know what to ignore and how to ignore. I hope you liked today's video, and if you have liked it, then please hit the like button and also share your valuable feedback in the comment section below. Until next time, always stay happy, be positive, be intelligent, be wise. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next video. Thank you.